Hello, everybody. Happy June. Woo! Oh my God, you guys, I'm so excited, not just because it's June, but because the company announced 60% off on skincare and an opportunity to earn a gold medal and have a private class with newly retired Emeriti, #1 national in the company, the whole globe, Gloria Mayfield Banks. So let's first say welcome to June. And I want to touch on one quick topic, and that is mindset. Mindset is absolutely key when it comes to working on a goal. If you're telling yourself, well, I didn't make star last quarter, what makes you think I can do it this quarter? Or that's a lot, I don't think I can do that. You need to change your thinking, because if you get into action and you're already feeling defeated, it doesn't really work. It's kind of like going to the gym and saying, I'm never going to lose weight, I don't want to be here. And then you try to work out, it's not the same. So please talk to your consultant talk to your director, your national. They are your biggest advocates. They can help you with some mindset stuff, whether it be memorizing phrases, affirmations, all of that is key. All right. So that set aside, here comes your strategy. So let's first talk about the company's first challenge, which is earning a gold medal. And so what does a gold medal mean? A gold medal means 5 agreements in 1 month. That would mean this month of June, you have 5 people join your team. They count it as an agreement. So whether they do the $30 start or the $130, it doesn't matter. It's having 5 agreements go in 1 month. Now, if you've never gotten a gold medal before, doesn't matter how long you've been in, if you've never added 5 to your team and you get your very first gold medal by adding just 5 people this month, 5 people who want to get the discount, 5 people who are looking for a better way of life, 5 people who, whatever, right? They join your team, you will cross the stage in Dallas. Like, you get to cross the stage for just getting not just getting a gold medal, but that's to cross the stage at seminars, a big deal. And the icing on the cake is that you will then be invited to an exclusive class, virtually, obviously, with national Emeriti, Gloria Mayfield Banks, and your team gets to attend as well. So this is, you guys, a huge, huge, huge deal. Now, if you've gotten a gold medal before, then you need a double gold medal, which I know most directors have gotten gold medals. So for Lori and I to qualify, we have to double gold medal, which means we have to add 10 to our team to qualify. All right. So let's talk about those of you who have never gotten a gold medal before, adding 5. Let's talk about what resources you have. So I want to share something with you super quick about where you can find information. Okay. So the very first thing I want to share with you is the challenge itself. So if you go on Mary Kay in Touch, there's going to be a little button you can click, says go for the gold medal challenge. And you can go on here. There's a picture of Emeriti, Gloria Mayfield Banks, #1 in the Mary Kay world. So this class, it'll give you details on the challenges, everything. You can meet her and read about her, like everything you need to know about the challenges right here. So you can just go right up under contests, okay, under contests and promotions, and go to contests, and you can find it right there. It's right there, so you can read up on it. But now let's talk about how you're going to share the opportunity. I'm not going to spend much time on this, but you're going to go to education, and you're going to go down to how to team build. When you see the how to team build, you're going to click on that, and it's going to take you to a section on the Mary Kay website that has how to team build. All right. Now there's 2 very fabulous videos. If you click to video, go down here to videos. This one is a role play of how to do it virtually. So let's say your customer lives in another state and you really want her on your team. This 9-minute video walks you through how to use the team building flyer, which is right up here under supporting materials, and how to do it virtually. But let's say it's your customer you just made a delivery to. You're standing out on her porch and she goes, well, I don't know, maybe I'd consider this. Say, well, can we go grab some coffee down at the coffee place and let's talk? So you're doing it in person. So here it gives you a little role play video of the in-person. Now, the one thing I will tell you has always been effective for me, it's layering information. So if you'll notice right below this, there are 4 videos of 4 completely different women backgrounds. I mean, these women, aside from the fact that they're all Mary Kay, don't have a lot in common. Marnie is a mom of 7. Okay, so that in itself. Jacqueline, I believe, has a office background, and she is Latina. She speaks Spanish. Astrid Pagan, these are just all their backgrounds. So Sonia Coleman has a corporate background. So you guys just watch these, because these are videos that you could forward to somebody and share with them. And these 2 videos show you how to share. Okay. Now, speaking of sharing, there is another option. So let's say you make a delivery today to a client, and she is sounding interested, and you're like, and it happens to be, like a Tuesday or a Wednesday or whatever. You could then say to her, well, my goodness, I'd love for you to come check this out. Now on our Dynamite unit Facebook page, here is the calendar for June. Every time you see a square where there's a group of women, those are sharing events. They're always, excluding once, they're always at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So you have to adjust to your time zone. So there was one last night. There was one on the 9th. There was one on the 15th. This one happens to be sponsored by the company, but it's an hour earlier. So this one's at 5 p.m. and this one is the regular one at 6 p.m. Now we might squeeze in an extra one in here. Whether I do it with Janice or do it on my own, I'll probably add another one. But you guys, we have at least 4 events. What's fun about these is they get to see a little bit of a bigger picture, and Janice gives away e-starts. She gives away 3 $30 e-starts and 1 sample pack. Now I will tell you what I want you to be careful of. I had a gal last night who was going to jump on. I was pretty sure she was going to join. She texted me and said, Diane, I'm not getting off work until 8:30. Can I listen then? And I said, oh, it'll already be over. And she goes, well, I'm really interested in joining. Now, one food of thought was I could say to her, well, just jump on next Thursday. But you guys, that's a week away. In a week, someone could rain on her parade. Something could happen. She could decide to join some other company and do something else, or she could come down with COVID. I mean, a million things could happen. And I don't want to lose that opportunity. She's excited now. So we did her online agreement. I sent her the link last night. And here's what I did is I went ahead and offered to give her a small cash rebate on part of her sample box. So she bought the sample box and I told her I would pay for $20. Not that you have to do this, but just to give her an incentive, because here's my thought. When Barbara joined my team this morning, I encouraged her to get as many people as she can on the Kate Spade event on the 8th. So picture this, she's been in Mary Kay 4 or 5 days, right? She's excited. She has a bunch of her friends jump on the Kate Spade event. They either fall in love with product or they end up wanting to book a party or say, oh my gosh, I want to get stuff. It all helps Barbara. So Barbara will have been in less than a week and she's already got orders coming in, people that are excited. So just be careful that you don't have people wait too long. If they're excited and it's on a Friday or a Saturday or Sunday, I would suggest not having them wait until Thursday. I would schedule a sharing appointment with your director and you can just do it virtually, maybe give her a lip gloss or a mascara, but have her sign up now. Okay. And some people, gang, they don't need to be layered. They don't need all the information. They're like 50% off. I want to do that. So with that said, just really go for this. This is an opportunity they've never in my career have ever done, this gold medal program. All right. So again, you get invited to Gloria Mayfield Banks' class. If it's your first time gold medal, you're crossing the stage. Now here's what's interesting. Let's say in the process of doing that, you become a first time red. Okay. So if you getting that gold medal makes you a first time red, you get to cross the stage again for being a first time red, and you get a free red jacket. So it is like the quadruple. I mean, it's multiple wins, right? So remember, there's videos, there's team building flyers, there's everything. So my challenge to you at this point is to make a list of 20 people that you know that love the product or maybe need money or into self-development, 20 people that you just like their aura. Maybe it's a brand new client. I was just thinking last night when I was making my list, I thought, Andrea Farr, newly divorced, super sweet. She'd be great at this. I know she loves her job, but I'm not asking her to quit her job. I just want her to check this out. So make your list of your 20 people you would love on your team. And last point on this is if you have 8 active at the end of this month, you get to go to Janice's house. And that's a big deal. I haven't even been to Janice's house. You get invited to Janice's house in Dallas with all the directors. Your dinner is paid for. It's going to be out by the pool. We'll be in sundresses. It'll be hobnobbing with the directors and fabulous food. You do not want to miss that. Okay. And that's if you have 8 active by the end of the month. And of course you get double the bonuses. All right. So now let's talk about the skincare. This is one of the ones I'm very excited about, the gold medal thing, but I'm equally as excited about the product. So grab a pen and I want to make sure you're writing this down. You're making 60%, 60% on your skincare. All right. So let me explain to you exactly what that means really quick, because sometimes we don't always catch some of these little details. So let's look at the first, what you can purchase. So when it says you're limited to 13, that means 13 of each one of these. So notice that means you can get 13 Ultimate Miracle sets in combo to oily and 13 more in dry to normal. The reason why this set is so fabulous is because microdermabrasion is added. It's boxed separately, but you guys, here's a chance for you to get basically microdermabrasion 60% off is what it boils down to. So when you sell that for $178 retail, you're only paying $71 for it. You guys look at that. You're paying 71 and you're selling it. You could sell it for 178. So what you're eligible to order is 13 of the Ultimate, which is a miracle set plus the microderm, normal to dry. You're eligible to order 13 of the same thing in combo to oily. Then you can turn around and get 13 more, just regular miracle sets. Gang, look how much you're paying for these. You're paying $48 for a miracle set. $48 for the 4 pieces. $48 and selling it for 120. Crazy. Then you could get 13 more combo to oily. So that's brilliant. Okay, now let's look at what else you have to offer. The Botanical Effects. That's the cleansing, the gel that comes in packaging like this, the hot pink, the cleansing gel, the toner, and the Botanical Hydrating Gel. It's a moisturizer. All right, gang, that whole system, $24. $24. Oh my gosh. And you could sell it for 60. So check out that markup. Another thing, and this is the one I'm really excited about, is Clinical Solutions. How many of your customers have been dying to try the retinol, but the 120 is just like, I don't want to spend that much on me right now. But look at it, at your cost, it's 48. You guys, you buy it for 48 and you sell it for 120? Yikes. Now, the Clearproof Acne Set is amazing. How many people, you don't want to sell them the mini. It's like, you don't want to buy the mini for 20 when you can get the big one for 50 and it's 5 times the size and it's all money back guarantee. So again, Clearproof, you're allowed to order up to 13 of those. And then of course, with Father's Day's coming, you've got the men's skincare line. And so you want to see exactly what comes in these. There's details in the lookbook that lists all of that. So let's just for a second talk about strategy if you're looking at these. All right, my first thought is, how can I move a big volume of product? So my thinking last night was, well, if I got a set but offered you another set at half off. So let me just wrap your head around this. Let's say you were my customer and you're on the miracle set. And let's say you've bought microderm, or maybe you've bought Radiance Peel or something. I could offer you your set, whatever you want to buy, your set at regular price, okay? But I'm going to allow you to get either a set for your husband at half off, or a set for your daughter that's Botanical Effects at half off, or the Clinical Solutions at half off. As long as you bought your set, I'd allow you to get your second set at half off. Now, think about that. Let's say she says, oh, I'll get that for my husband. You give it to him at half off. You're not really making much, but you are making 10%. You are making 10% on his, right? But you're making 60% on hers. So no matter what set she buys for herself, so let's say she says, well, I'll take Clinical Solutions for me. And I'd say, okay, great. What do you want as your half off set? Let's say she's a rebel and says, can I have another Clinical Solutions? Sure, I'll give her one Clinical Solutions for 60 and the other one for 120. You're still making, gang, you're making 60% on the first set and you're making 10% on the second set, right? But think about this. What if you got them to buy multiples? That's my whole thing. And if I can get every customer to buy 2, now let's say your client says, well, actually, can I get Botanical for my daughter and the men's skincare? And I said, well, for each set you purchase, I could give you a set at half. Or you guys come up with your own thing. That was just a thought that I had. So I'm looking at my customers and I made a list. Who was already on the 3D skincare? Because they're going to want to get a set for themselves. I guarantee it. All right. And then I say, okay, well, how many of those that are on skincare have either a daughter or a son that should be on Clearproof or Botanical, or has a man in her life that could be on the men's? Now, you might come up with a deal. Maybe you want to sell her multiple sets. It's like, well, you know, Clara, if you buy your miracle set for 120, I could give you the Botanical Effects at half price, the most expensive, whatever, which one you want to do. Then I could give you the one for your son at, 25 and the one for your husband at 25, or you could cut her a deal. But keep in mind, on all of these, you're getting a 60% discount. So if you give her, I don't know, 30% off, right? You're still making 30. So if you said, well, you know what I'm saying? So just use that as possible leverage. If they bought a set for full price, they could get a second set at half off. Okay, so that could be absolutely huge. And again, remember the top ones, the Ultimate Miracle Set means that microdermabrasion is with them. Another option might be is looking at how many of your customers have bought Clinical Solutions from you, but they aren't on a full skincare set. Or maybe I have 2 customers, because I was looking through my records last night. They bought the skincare and the Clinical Solutions. They've reordered the retinol, but they have not reordered their skincare. So I'm thinking, okay, so I go back and say to them, oh my gosh, because they're the same price. Well, they're both 120. if you repurchase your Clinical Solutions, I want to get you back on the Miracle Set. So I'll give you the Miracle Set at half. So again, you're making 60% on this and 10% on this. You may not want to be that generous, and that's totally okay too. You could say, you could buy a set and get the second set at 40%. That means you're still making 20. Or you could say buy it, whatever. I want to make it such an outrageous deal that they jump on it now. I don't want them to think about it, because remember, there's big letters on here that says while supplies last. And so right down here, it says promotion begins today and ends on this day while supplies last. And so the company's already telling us that there are sets that are going to sell out before the end of the month. So I don't want customers thinking about this. Okay, so it's an opportunity. You could also pair things together. You could add the Miracle Set and a set. So she could get the Miracle Set plus a Clinical Solutions. Instead of it being $240, you could cut her a deal. I just like keeping the math simple, even though I'm a numbers person, your client might not be. And I think if you do buy a set, get a second set of equal or lesser value at half off, I think they jump on it. And so if it was a woman buying for herself, her son, her daughter, and her husband, as an example, she might choose to do the Miracle Set for herself. Then you would say, okay, well, which one do you want at half off? I'll give you the Clear Proof at half off. And then you could buy the men's skincare at 80 and then get the botanical for 30. So she'd buy 2 sets at full price and get 2 sets at half off. So you could totally do that. I'm just thinking volume. Okay. So those are some fun things. Now, let's say you've got somebody who doesn't want multiples. How can you give them kind of a deal? So if I've got somebody who's bought a Miracle Set for me 4 or 5 months ago, and all they've reordered was the cleanser, like she reordered the cleanser or the day cream. I know if it's been 5 or 6 months, she's either not using it, or maybe she's only reordering some of it. And so I'm going to encourage her to say, you know, what would it take to get you back on the Miracle Set? I'd love to have you back on. So you could throw in something like, well, if you purchase the Miracle Set, I'd love to give you the micellar water as a free gift. Because remember, you're making 60% when you buy this, and you'd give her something for free. Now, money is money, right? Times are a little tight right now as far as, you know, with inflation and stuff, people might want a deal. So that's when you could say, since you're already currently a Miracle Set customer, if she doesn't want another set, that would be my first offer. And I would even offer her microdermabrasion as a half off set, or the Clinical Solutions. You could offer her a small discount. You could say, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Say, well, if you get the skincare before the 15th, especially if you guys are finishing your star, you could offer her skincare set at 25% off, because you're still making a ton. Or you could even offer it to her at 30. I wouldn't offer it more than 30, but that's just me. You all do whatever you want. But let's end with this thought. Let's talk about Star Consultant. As soon as you are done watching this video, I want you to go on to Mary Kay in Touch, and I want you to find out exactly to the penny how much you have in for your star. If you go under Business Tools and you go down to Reports, so under Business Tools, scroll down to Reports, click on Reports. There will be a report called Star Consultant Tracking, and it's going to tell you how much you've ordered each month, but you're looking for the column that says wholesale, and it will have added up your orders since March 16th. So here's what's important, you guys. The quarter ends June 15th. So it's really, really important. You need to know your figure of exactly how much you have in for the quarter. Okay. Once you know your figure, then you minus it. So let me just pick, I'm not going to tell you her name. I'm going to pick a random person. So this person has $999 in, literally. Okay. So she's got 801 to finish her star. All right. So she knows she has 801 to finish her star by June 15th. So her goal is really to sell, I would say, at least 1,200. So she's got money to put in her pocket, and then she can keep selling the rest of the month and put that in her pocket. Or sometimes people will say, well, I'll sell 900, put my order in, and then keep selling that month. And then, you know, figure out, just call your director about the math part. But if she's got 999 in and has 801 to finish, then I'm thinking, okay, how can I create that? How many Miracle Sets would that be? How many men's skincare sets? Now, I will tell you, with Father's Day coming, I think that's going to be huge. Now, if you've got the mini masking set, some of you have in your inventory before they sold out the little sets of masking. I've separated them. I broke about 15 of them open. So the gel mask is separate from the charcoal. So the other thing I'm using as an enticement to get men's skincare for Father's Day is I'm saying to my clients, don't get them barbecue tools. Don't get them another electronic toy. You can put a really, really sweet note in there that says, I love you. I get to look at you every day, and I want your skin to be looking good because you're my guy. And so if she buys him a set of the skincare, the men's skincare, you could either offer her the full size $24 mask at half off, or you could offer her the deluxe mini, you know, the half one for free. Gang, when you break open that little box set that was retail 18, each tube retails for $9, your cost is $4.50. Remember, you're making 60% on the men's skincare line. So you're making an extra $8 just from doing that. Does that make sense? So you want to make sure that you have some kind of an incentive. So you just need to have a little bit of a strategy. Another thing is graduation. So roll-up bags are great. Roll-up bags are one of my hottest sellers for graduation, but you don't want to give a roll-up bag empty, right? So they could put in there the clear proof set, because again, it's on special for you. So you could say to them, if you buy a skincare set for a gift, you could have the roll-up at half off. Well, again, you're making 60% on the skincare. Okay, so depending on how much, you don't want to give away your, don't give away your shirt. Just, you want to have a good deal. But clear proof is a great grad gift. So is the botanical skincare line. They could even put the sonic brush in one pocket. So kind of play with that, you guys, and see what it is that you want to create. Call your director if you need help crunching the numbers of where you are for STAR and what you need to finish. And it doesn't matter to me whether you have $200 in. If you have $200 and you can still finish your STAR, okay? But supplies last is really, really important. Last time they did this 60%, I believe it was 2 years ago. And I believe the Miracle set sold out, the men's set sold out before month end. So just be careful not to wait. So if you've got customers that have been on the fence, maybe somebody attended a skincare party of yours a month ago or 2 months ago, and she bought, this happened to me last week, she bought hydrogel eye patches and the eye makeup remover bundle. She says, well, I'm not going to spend the money on the skincare now. I know she wanted the skincare. So now I'm going to go back and say to her, okay, you can either have the skincare set at 20% off or 25% off, or if you get it, you can have retinol at half off or clear proof at half off, like whatever. And if she doesn't want the half off set, offer her the half off bag. Just play with it because you're making so much on the skincare. Does that make sense? All right. And then, so if you guys are not sure about Star Consultant, I do want to make sure you know where to find that. So let me just share this with you super quick, because this is really important. You can find your number by going, okay, hold on one second. All right. So when you're on here, you're going to go under business tools and you're going to go down to my business and you're going to go to reports. And on the reports, you can find out exactly how much you have in for your STAR. But if you want to see what prizes and stuff you can get as well, you go to contests, go down to contest, go over to, we have so many fun reports, Star Consultant Program. When you're on the Star Consultant Program, you can see all how it works. There's videos that explain things, but if you just click on here and says see prizes, this is key. Now, keep in mind, if you're going to Dallas, Janice recognizes all diamond, emerald, and pearl star. So diamond is at 3,000, emerald is at 36, and pearl is at 48. Now, you can get those points by team building or by ordering, both. You have to get to 1,800 though by ordering. All right, so let me just see if this is going to let me in. Why is it doing this? It always makes you log in. I don't know if it needs to see my consultant number again or what the deal is. Hold on, it's thinking. Come on. There we go. All right. So here's my Star Consultant Program. So you can see when you have, let's just say you finish your Sapphire Star, you have 1,800 points, it converts to 2,000 credits. So if you go in here and search by credits, it'll tell you all the different stuff that you could do. So like 2,000. So if you have 2,000 credits, you can say, okay, well, what could I get for 2,000 credits? And it's going to show you, hopefully, if it is done scrolling. Anyway, I don't want to take time for this, but you guys can look at all this stuff. There's a men's Boulevard watch. Well, get something for you and tell him he can get his own watch. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But there's all kinds of stuff. There's toys for kids. There's just an array of stuff that you guys can get. So the most important thing is to realize that the skincare sets are limited while supplies last. Here's your opportunity, you guys. My goal is to get at least 20 people on skincare that are buying from me that are not on skincare. So I'm just flipping through my receipts. Who's bought from me in the last 12 months but didn't buy a skincare set? What do I need to do to get them on skincare? I'd rather give them a little deal now and then have them on skincare forever than to not have them on skincare because they can't afford it or whatever. Okay. You could even use this, you guys, hugely as hostess credit and let the hostess know that she gets her entire skincare set at half off just for having the party. Or you could say you can get skincare and clinical solutions both at half off by having a party. So you can use that to your advantage. because again, you're still making it because you're getting it at 60%. Okay. So please let me know if you guys have questions. June is going to be huge. Our unit, and I know Laura's unit, a bunch of my Offspring's units, we have goals the size of the Grand Canyon. But I do know this, we've done it before. We've crossed the finish line, but you guys, it takes a village. It's no different than the World Series or the Super Bowl. Okay. When it's a Super Bowl, do you think the quarterback just wins the game? No. He's going to have a great arm. He's going to be able to execute it, but someone on the other end has to catch it, right? And they have to be able to run. And the kicker got to have a good kicker, because if the kicker misses one field goal or one kick, it could be 1 point or 3 points that they don't get. So it takes a team. So whether your order is 250 this month or your order is 3,000 this month, every order is going to get us closer to the finish line. So don't think, well, am I going to matter? Of course you're going to matter hugely. We couldn't cross the finish line without you. So you guys just wrap your heads around this idea of getting a gold medal. It is on your accolade. They can introduce you. I don't know how many gold medals I've earned. It'd be fun to ask the company, but it breaks your belief barrier, and you never know. Those 5 people might all say they're joining for the discount. That's why I joined, but you never know what they might do with it. Or they might all join for the personal growth and self-esteem. They might be joining to do something with their daughter. My new recruit is joining because her 16-year-old daughter is driving her nuts. Her 16-year-old daughter is saying, Mom, I really want to run a business. This is perfect. I love makeup. We could do this together. And so Keisha, rather than have another party booked for me, because she just booked a party last week, she's going to join my team because her 16-year-old wants to do this. So whatever the reason is, you guys, don't think little, think outrageous. Ask God for blessings. I mean, if you're going to show up to the banquet of life, are you going to be with a spoon or a platter? I'm going to bring a platter, right? And just know, visualize the win. Every night when you go to bed, close your eyes and see you at seminar, maybe crossing that stage. You can hear them announcing your name. And now for the Red Jacket March for all these women who are first-time Reds. And me and 4 of my first-time Reds are going to be marching across the stage. Will I be holding your hand? I'd love to be holding your hand if you're a first-time Red. Oh my gosh. And what about the Gold Medal March? The Gold Medal March, how exciting is that? You could be on both marches. So you guys, June is the month. Take the blinders off your thinking. If you are a personal use consultant and you're listening to this, I appreciate you. And I will tell you, now is the time to stock up on your skincare. It's got a 3-year shelf life. Get your skincare. Gang, it's 60% off. And if you want your kids to get on Botanical and you want your kids on Clearproof and you want them on all this stuff, get it while it's really, really inexpensive. You guys, I hope you have an incredible, incredible June. Text me, private message me, Voxer me, smoke signal, send me a note in the mail, whatever. Please let me know that you're going to be a part of our win, because we cannot do this without you. It takes a village, and I want you to know how proud I am of you. All right, you guys, have an amazing day.